Hello, hello, everybody.
Hello, Miss Susan. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there, man. Gonna love the intro. Love it, love it, love it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Once you know, though, I just noticed that Facebook is having issues. So it looks
With the
like
new intro, or just the show in general?
just a show in general. So it's streaming through my Facebook and through the YouTube channels, but the two Facebooks for Happy Hour and Wonders is not streaming right now.
Oh,
I could just share it out later.
okay. Weird.
Yeah, it's funny. You get those announcements right when you go live, and it's like, you're kidding me.
Oh. See, now when last time I did a show or a Wednesday, I think it worked on there.
Yep.
Because I stream it on those as well. So I don't know. Strange.
Hey, Denise, welcome. So it's raining here again and cool. Figures.
It rained this morning here and it stopped, and then it's just been overcast and cool, which is good because I was painting today and it made it a little more comfortable instead of sweating to death in painting.
Yeah.
So it was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, gotta love it, huh?
Gotta
What's
love
new
it.
with you? So what's new with you besides the painting?
Just working the channel and the magazine, trying to get everything together for the July issue. And just finishing up the newly renovated studio. I only got a few more things to go on that, and that'll be finished. And then hopefully get out and do some filming, whenever the rain stops, because I'm not going out in the rain. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
I enjoy the rain, the filming and stuff, but I'm not doing it in the rain.
Yeah. I've been, I'm coming down with the cold. So guys, if I sound a little foggy, you know why. But besides that, I'm working with Crypt Walkers on the miniseries. So we're working on that, Wonders of the World Network, although it's not working really correctly now, but we got almost 200 followers on Facebook. So that's good to know.
Wonderful.
And again, anyone, please like and follow the page, Wonders of the World Network, on Facebook. And we do have a YouTube channel as well. And basically, this platform is for a drama-free and safe network that we could connect with different podcasters, viewers all around the world. So it doesn't matter if it's paranormal related, car related, whatever floats everybody's boat. We have it open up to everybody. So feel free if you feel like streaming through it or want to know more information, just let us know. So besides that, everything else is going okay. I'm drinking. I don't have a beverage, so I'm just drinking basically ginger beer with a little bit of pomegranate in it. So
nice. Yeah, I'm doing the water thing.
Yeah. So it's kind of amazing. So I reached out to Ryk because he was actually one of my guests. I think he was the very first guest on my podcast about 2 years ago.
Fantastic.
And he's actually one of the staff members for the Lizzie Borden House. And he was amazing when we got him on the show with Jenny, actually, a matter of fact. So it's going to be great to bring him back on to see if anything, changes, any new developments, or just to get around about, about everybody, about the Lizzie Borden House and about him himself.
Right.
So let's
it's got to be exciting to work there. So, I mean,
Exactly. So let's bring him right on. Hello, Ryk. Welcome.
Hi, Ryk. Oh, is he having difficulties again? Gremlins.
Difficulties. Ryk, can you hear us?
No, I don't think he can. Oh, no.
Hey, Roger.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, there he is. Now he can hear us.
There we are.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, we can now.
Hear you now.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you, yes.
Oh, good.
But you can't hear me?
Yes. We can. Thumbs up.
And you can hear me now? Oh, okay, cool. Hi.
Hi.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
It's working now.
Yeah. So Rick just got off a work from the Lizzie Borden house, and he's parked right next door to it.
Yep.
So Rick, so I know, like, I know a lot about you and, about the Lizzie Borden house, but why don't you tell the viewers a little bit about yourself and how you actually got involved with the Lizzie Borden house?
Okay. Well, I'm a older retired person, and I had found out about a possibility of being cast in a recreation they were doing of the day of the murders back in 2021. And because it was just post COVID, they didn't want a big crowd here. So they were going to do a streaming event, and I was hired to play Uncle John. Read through the script, including his alibi to the police. Oh, shit.
We can still hear you.
We can hear you.
This isn't working. Oh, cool. Oh, thank God. And I just became fascinated with the case. Again, I knew very little before that. And then they reached out to me and asked if I was interested in being a tour guide. And that was about 4 years ago in September.
Fantastic.
That is awesome. So do you have an acting background? Do you have a
yeah, I was
an
actor and performance poet for many decades.
Okay.
And had just graduated from a community college with an associate's in theater performance. So it certainly satisfies that particular urge, while being that rare kind of theater that also pays.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So that's nice too. But it's fascinating to work here because the more you read, and there's so much stuff you can go through, it's such a rabbit hole. You learn a little bit more, and the story keeps twisting and turning between could Lizzie have done it? Could it have been somebody else? If so, how? And nobody so far has that final bit of evidence that will finally solve the case. So 133 years later, it just continues to fascinate people.
Because it's still a mystery. We were just discussing it before you come on, how I don't think that she could have done it, because back then women were more delicate. They weren't very strong. And I think it would take somebody with a lot of strength to wield an axe that many times to commit that kind of a crime. So I think it was a man that did it.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about a hatchet, but yeah, I mean, one theory people have is that, Lizzie was a bit off, minor, what looked like, not petit mal seizures, but she just kind of would zone out.
So yeah, she was pretty much just an oddball.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep, we can hear you. So Rick, would you mind just telling?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah, and that there, some people have talked about her being in a fugue state.
Yeah. Yeah. So I know all the viewers.
I'm sorry, say again?
All the viewers.
Oh, good.
Can you hear me?
I think he's getting a delayed response from us, Susan. So just go ahead with the question. It'll catch up.
Okay. So everybody must know the Lizzie Borden story, but if you wouldn't mind just explaining, what is the story behind the Lizzie Borden house?
Oh, and then he's gone. Oh no, gotta love the internet, guys. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
See, the problem is too, we're having a little bit of difficulties with Facebook as well.
right?
So a lot of people are on the YouTube channel, which is great. Thank you guys. I don't know what's going on with Facebook right now.
Yeah, he'll pop in as soon as he gets it straightened out. In the
Yeah.
meantime, I mean, you know, like I said, I don't think that it was her. I think it was a man because I mean, you know, all of us have used an axe at one time or another to chop
Yeah.
wood, and you know how much it takes just to split a piece of wood.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna be whacking away at somebody, you know, 20 times, come on.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening. Not by a woman back in that time, because those women they were treated like, you know, little dolls, you know, and they
Yeah.
didn't do much
Yeah.
manual labor.
Very dainty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's back on.
Oh,
There we go.
can you hear
Hi.
us?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we also got to remember he's got bad weather there.
Yeah. Rick, can you hear us?
No sound. Chester says Lizzie's like, nope, you aren't telling my story. Oh man, maybe
Exactly. Yeah,
it's a
maybe.
voodoo.
'Cause
Oh no.
He's right next door to the house. He
Yeah.
just got off work. So she may be like, nope, nothing going.
Yeah, we're having some conductivity issues, definitely.
Yeah, that's what we thought.
Yeah, everybody in chat
Yeah,
thinks
I
it's
wonder if
Lizzie
that's
saying
it.
now go. Lizzie's not going to let you tell
Do you
the
think
story.
we should reschedule?
That's up to you, Susan. Do you think we should reschedule it so it'd be better for him?
Yeah, we might have to reschedule when I'm at a laptop and
Okay. Yeah, that would be great. We
Apparently
can
not.
reschedule, and then we could just continue on with the live, Laura.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. I can
All
make
right.
sure I'm at home next time.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Well, it was good seeing you. And we'll chat soon, okay?
Yeah, we lost him again. Yeah, he's got it's bad because he's outside.
Yeah.
Crappy
yeah.
reception.
Well,
So-
you know, we could just continue on.
We can continue.
Yeah. So Rick is great. And I will get him back on as soon as possible. The problem is he just got off of work and it's really poor conditions there. He must be
Right.
getting like a lot of rain and stuff. But I will definitely get him back on the show. I have to see, maybe mid-August or something. We'll see.
There you go. That should work. Yeah.
Because he's busy as well on weekends. So
right.
But so now what are we going to talk about, Laura?
Oh, we can talk about anything. We can just open
I
mic. If
know,
anybody
I
wants to
know.
bring up something, go ahead.
If anybody wants to come on and chat with us, feel
Yeah.
free to. We'll put the link in the chat.
Just let us know. I mean, it's a shame
Yeah.
because we had some good questions, but we'll have to save them for when he's got a better internet connection.
Yep. He just messaged me and said apologized.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not his fault. It happens to us all.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how many times I've gone on and all of a sudden everything's just gone to shit and you're in a panic and you're like, oh God, no, not now.
Yeah. I'm just letting him know.
Yeah, let him know it's all good and we'll just reschedule so he could tell his story. I think it's fantastic that he works for the place. So he's in there every day. I'd like to know what kind of things he experiences just working there, you know, when nobody's around, you know.
So he has had a lot of paranormal activity there from what I remember he was telling me. And he has his different opinions on who he actually thinks did the killings. But yeah, so he's very interesting to chat with. So I'm definitely going to work on getting him back on.
Right. So it's really cool. Yeah, everybody goes, yeah, it was Lizzie saying, I don't think so.
Yeah, definitely. And he was right next to the house. So they were probably like, no, nothing. No.
Shut up, man. You ain't talking about me.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, the Lizzie Borden House is probably about 40 minutes from me. I know.
And you haven't been there yet?
No, I haven't.
40 minutes. Come on, Susan.
I know. I said just go on a tour to go on an investigation, you have to wait until after midnight, and they actually have rooms that you could stay there as well. You could stay in Lizzie Borden. You could stay in other rooms as well. So yeah, I don't know why I haven't been there.
I don't know. Yeah, 40 minutes. I would have been there. Wow.
I know. I need to do a tour. It's not too far from my mother's house either. So
pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's 40 minutes is nothing compared to a lot of other places where you got to drive hours. So it's, yeah,
I know.
I'd be all over that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So,
oh, poor Rick.
He probably feels really bad. It's not his fault. It happens.
It's not his fault at all. Yeah, it happens, you know.
So yeah, if you guys got any questions you want to ask us, or like I said, anybody want to join in and and chit chat with us, more than welcome.
Yeah, feel free to join in. I'm gonna see if I could. Okay, or just remove the destination. I'm trying to see if I can reconnect to the Facebook ones, but I don't want to hit the go live and then I'll disconnect it.
Oh yeah.
So I may just leave it and then just share it later. It's so weird. It's like it didn't do this until we actually went live. So
yeah, because like I said, the last time I did a live on Wednesday, it all worked fine. I don't know. Sometimes you really get ticked off. You go through all this trouble and work, and then you've got these streaming places where it just screw everything up.
Yeah. I know I definitely get the announcements saying that the live shows get deleted after 30 days. And I know I looked into it and it's definitely a Facebook thing. So
yeah, you never know. And well, YouTube's got its quirks too. It's all part of the game. We all have to play.
Yeah, definitely.
Watch what you say, watch what you do, that kind of garbage.
Yeah. I know. And it's funny too, because every now and then I want to really blast out the podcast to promote it more. And YouTube is connected to Google. And Google's very particular on what it does and what it does not promote.
Right.
And the funny thing is, when the podcast I did that I actually went into the beverage, my choice of drink, and I actually went through on how to make it and the ingredients, those were the podcasts that they didn't allow.
Because you're promoting drinking.
Yeah, definitely. Or now that they're saying that they're more particular in paranormal as well, that they're getting more and more particular.
Right.
And it's like, come on now. I mean, it's Google, for God's sakes,
But there's things on there you can find that are just, X-rated and and it's nothing. It just shows up on the screen. I don't understand it either.
Yeah.
Janice says, Laura, did you say you investigate cemeteries? Yes, I do, Janice. And yes, I do get interactions. I've gotten some EVPs. I actually, and I have it up on my page as well on one of the shorts where you could see a mist over one of the areas where I was standing, and there was a deer in the background. On that day, it was a beautiful day, so there shouldn't have been any kind of fog or mist. So that was kind of interesting. And that was the same day that I got the EVPs. So yeah. I just feel that cemeteries are it's easier to deal with, because, you've done the residential and you got to interact with people, and it's long-term, and I don't have the time to dedicate to long-term. And then, just abandoned. I don't mind doing those either, but around here, if it's posted and if you get caught, it's jail time. And I just, so now when I'm older and I can't jump fences like I used to, because before I could jump a fence and run pretty good.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
you know what? All the cemeteries here, they're open up until 8 p.m. and then they close the gates. Right. And unless you climb over those heavy gates,
right,
the ones with the little pricks up in
the spikes. Yeah, that's what
the
we have too.
spikes. Like, good luck to you. Like, it's
Some of them, though, the
crazy.
fence doesn't go all the way around, so we usually go in through the back way. But
Mm.
not for nothing. I do a lot of it towards, dusk, daytime dusk. Because if there's something there, it's going to be there no matter what time of day it is.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I said, the one there that I did post with the EVPs and that missed, it was late. It was after dinner, around 7-ish or 6, 7-ish. So I mean, it was still daylight enough to walk around and not having issues with the caretakers.
Yep.
But actually, if we do ask, they're usually pretty good.
Yeah.
As long as you're not in there, destroying anything, tell them that, what you're up to, they're usually pretty good with it. I was hoping to do that this weekend, get out. But again, the weather keeps changing. It was supposed to be beautiful and sunny. So I figured, good time to go out. And no, it changed to overcast and rain. And the mosquitoes are horrendous because I found a new cemetery the other day, not too far from here, and had some really interesting stones. And obviously nobody is caring for it because it's a little overgrown. So the mosquitoes are horrendous.
Yeah.
Because I just posted a picture the other day of it. And me just getting those couple of snapshots, I must have got bit about 5 times.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I took off running back to the truck.
Yeah. Mosquitoes are like, they're insane.
Like they're the devil's insects.
And the problem is like here in Massachusetts, it's extreme hot. And then it gets cold, and then it gets hot, and then it gets cold. So it's like in between temperatures.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if it's spring or summer or what here now.
So yeah, that's what we've been dealing with too. So and then when it rains, it's pouring rain. So the cemeteries are soaked, and so I got to wait till everything dries out.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's going to affect you, because you're going to get, because if it's humid, then you are going to get, a mist or a fog or whatever coming up over the camera when you're trying to take some pictures, because between the heat and the water, you know how that turns out. So I always have to wait till it dries out because I don't want any of that contamination. But there's big plans for the summer, just hoping it's dry enough to get it all done.
I know. I need to go through all my equipment because I just have excessive pieces of equipment, because I definitely want to use myself as a tool better, more or less, and then, go back to the basics. I think I kind of, I can speak for myself only, but I feel like, hi, Mystic. How are you? Oh, Cripwalker, how are you? Good to see you.
Sneak it in.
It's interesting. It's like, when I first started, I just used the basics, and then gradually I added on to my equipment. Now it's like I have all these pieces of equipment. Half of the time I don't use them, or if I do use them, I kind of fall back on the pieces of equipment instead of using myself as a tool.
Right.
So I definitely want to go back, like kind of like narrow it down to like the basics. Yes, the camcorders and the cameras are great, but I definitely, I want to again use myself as a tool more, because I feel like I'm definitely not losing myself, but I want to incorporate myself more.
Right. Well, you feel like you're missing out on something.
Yeah, definitely.
Like with me, I don't have any of that equipment. It's I'm just not going to spend the money on that stuff. Cameras and the digital recorder, and I did buy myself a bell. Because I figured, okay, the bell is going to be fun. I just want to see if that's going to work. I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but that's all I do. That other stuff, if you got the money, and you can afford it, get it, try it out, do that experiment.
Yeah.
See if it works. But I just stick with all the old school stuff.
I do like the dowsing rods too. I just have to get
those. I
have to get sturdier ones though, because the travel one's kind of a little flimsy.
Right.
The best piece of equipment is yourself. Absolutely. I do agree with that. Oh, hi, Carla.
Miss Carla is in the house.
So yeah, like I do like using the dowsing rods. I want to use more or less my pendulum more. Because it was interesting. So one of my friends came down. We actually went to Salem, and we went into this gift shop that had a whole bunch of like pendulums like hanging, and they had like a whole bunch of crystals and everything. And as we were walking right by the pendulums, like two of them like just like started shaking, like really like dramatically like shaking.
Right.
So one of the pendulums, so she was drawn to one of them. So she took that off of the little the little stand that it was on. And then the other one continuously starting to shake still. So I took that one down, and that was the pendulums from Salem that we got. So I want to start using them on my little stand that I have.
The majority of the ones that I have, I made myself.
Yeah.
So they're more of a personal item because I made them myself. But I do have some that I did buy. And I was did I tell you I did do a test on the pendulums? Because they're going, your hands moving, then this and this and this. And I mean, I know how it works. It does work through the vibration of the body, the energy of the body. But they have stands for them.
They do. Yeah.
You put them on the stand. I did a test on it and nothing happened using the stand.
I have to try that.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The minute my fingers touched the top of the chain, then I asked a question and then it worked. So it wasn't my arm moving anything because it was still on the stand. I was just lightly touching the chain.
Yep.
So that it was getting the energy from my fingers. So that proved right there that, if it's moving on the stand, I don't know how that's working, but it didn't work for me. Let's see. Carla said, I can join if you want. Yeah, if you want to join us, Carla.
Yeah. Come on, Carla.
Come on in.
You know where we are.
Yes. Mima, it works with, the vibrations and the energy of the body, but it also is connected to the poles, believe it or not, guys. The magnetic poles of the planet also have something to do with it.
Oh, let me shock everyone. LOL.
Oh, why? Are you indisposed? Oh, geez. Let's see.
Did you dye your hair?
That's what I asked her the other day. She goes, no, I didn't dye my hair.
Yeah, she looks good with dark hair.
But she looks good as a blonde, too. She pulls it off.
She does. Yeah.
I told her, I said, oh, damn, you pulled that off really good. So, yeah, I'm going to do the test again because the stand that I used was metal. So I want to make another stand out of wood.
I have a wood one here.
And I'm going to test the theory again and see if there's a difference between the wood and the metal. Because you figure, well, metal, it would be a conductor, but nope, didn't work.
The parrot.
There it is. I told you. Look at that blondie.
You.
She's a hottie blonde. Woo!
Gosh, you guys. Hello.
I can't believe how she pulls it off just perfect. She's definitely blonde. Looks good on you.
Goodness.
She's our spicy blonde mama.
Hi, I'm blushing.
No, it looks great.
I was filming, but I have a headache, dude.
Look how she looks all professional too. She got like the white suit on and all.
I know.
She got it all going on.
We're gonna learn some para-education.
That's right. She's the teacher. The teacher is in. Everybody behave.
I'm just gonna tell you that my girls do not like me blonde.
Really? I think it looks great.
I was blonde in high school for a little bit. Like it was a brassy blonde, but
right.
And then I went my natural color with highlights. But yeah, people aren't used to seeing me blonde, so it's a little shocking. My girls are like, no.
Mom, get it off. Get
Too
it
late
off.
for me.
I love it.
Thanks.
Everybody in chat, what do you think?
I can't see the chat at the moment. I just
you're getting beautiful. Oh my.
Oh, really?
Blondie. Yeah, people are loving it.
I also I do wear glasses, so I wear them for my filming too.
You put them on the tip of your nose.
Oh, look at that.
You got to do the tip of the nose thing.
They're prescription ones, so I'm nearsighted. I wear contacts usually, but surprise.
She's brave. I can't put those things in my eyes. So yeah, that's glasses are it, guys. I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
everybody's liking it.
took
Mark
a break
says
from filming. Yeah.
Mark says Spaghetti's got to get a new Carla for the fights now.
Yeah, definitely.
The
I keep
blonde
losing.
bomber.
I keep
Yeah.
losing. He
Yeah,
feels
at least
bad about it.
you're
too.
included. He didn't even make one of me.
Oh,
So don't
well, I'm sure.
Yeah. I was like, oh,
Dude.
that's pretty cool. I wonder
I
what
would love
mine
to
would look
see
like.
you.
We're
I bet-
left out.
I bet he could make one for your guys' characters. Laura, you could be like all witchy, you know,
Yeah,
like
that's
witch
it.
stuff. And then Susan's got her outfit. I bet he could do it, Susan. I'll ask
Well,
him.
I'm not gonna ask.
I'll shoot him a little.
I'm not gonna ask.
I will. I'll be like, hey, can you make one for Susan and Laura? But I keep losing, and
I'm
he
not
doesn't
gonna be a
understand
beggar, a
it.
wrestling beggar, even though I did enjoy wrestling as a teenager.
Yeah. He said it had something to do with the AI. I don't know, but
Oh, Raven, thank you. Yes, I'm not gonna ask if I'm invited. Then okay, thank you.
you guys are
But he's doing a great job. I love what he's doing. It
He
is really
is,
cool.
yeah.
That is fun. No, don't scratch me. Don't scratch me. My cat's naughty.
She's
Well,
after
she
the
probably
hair.
doesn't recognize you.
I know. He's like,
Who's this
please don't claw my
blonde
nice
hottie
boots."
in my mama's chair?
I took a break. So fun. It was funny because last night Bill sent me a message, and it was one. Did you get a blooper from Bill?
Yes.
It's so like me. Susan, do you do that too? Like re-record and then like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. I'm like, Bill, you ain't the only one. Like, I can't even count how many
Love it.
times I re-record what
Yeah.
I want to say. You know, it gets frustrating. Sometimes I'm just like, "Arr," but he was all swearing and stuff. It was funny.
Yeah, and Bill doesn't swear in public.
So I was like, pray for me.
He does a
'cause
lot
I'm
of it when
doing-
he's filming. I love it.
Yeah. It's like, I'm doing that too today. So pray for me because I'm going to save the bloopers. But
Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
Raven.
Oh.
You know, he had a big blooper reel. Actually, I
Yeah.
think it was one of the ones he showed on his show, and his wife got upset with him. So,
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought it was funny. Maybe it was
yeah.
just
Well,
all
no,
the
she
swear
doesn't like
words.
that. Yeah. Well, she's a
Mhm.
strict, devout, born again Christian,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
she doesn't feel that that's necessary. And I said, well, no, you don't just send him to me. Don't, so you don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
I says, you know what? It's just all part of life. The swear is gonna come out no matter if you want it to or not. You know, the F one comes out. I mean, look at their the Jamie caught mine. So I mean, you know,
Usually I talk to myself. He talks to himself too, but I'm like, come on. I get so mad.
yeah, well, yeah. When you're taping something and it don't come out right, you're like, all right, what the F?
I know what I want. Like the first few takes, I'm like trying to figure out exactly how I want to say it. And then I get it. And then I'm like trying to repeat it and make it sound really good. And I get all tongue tied and stuff. And then it just doesn't come out. And then I'm like, again.
Okay, we need a Carla blooper reel now.
Yeah, I'll save more of mine.
I love the blooper reels. So yeah, and I was feeling kind of crappy yesterday, and going through one of my moments, and so yeah, he goes, "Well, wait, I'll send you something." He sent it to me, and I started laughing. I said, "Oh, good, I needed that."
Nice. Yeah.
Then he says, "Oh, I got one of you singing." I go, "How did you get one of me singing?"
Oh,
I said,
really?
I didn't record myself singing to you. And he goes, "No, wait," and he sends me a clip from one of my shows. I think it was from Wednesday. And then he did it through AI where it was making me sing like in a foreign language.
Oh, goodness.
Oh my God.
That's
I said, oh yeah, that's real funny.
Get the translator out and that's funny.
He goes, yeah, it sounds Russian or something. I said, I don't know. I said, but I'm here all week. So yeah, he sent me a bunch of that stuff.
That's funny.
But yeah, he's got a bunch of them. I said, you need to do a whole thing of it.
Yeah.
And then just send it to me. And then if he does, when he does start up his live shows again, just don't tell your wife. Tell her don't watch.
Yep.
Because everybody thinks it's funny.
I think it is. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
No,
I try not to swear too much in my.
Right.
I try not to because I feel like there's better choice of words.
Well, it's not really professional sounding when you're doing a program and you're interviewing somebody and the F-bombs go flying.
Yeah.
It's just, there's time and a place for that. I try to use the filter as best I can. Slips out sometimes, but
there's definitely like better words that make you sound educated, but then if you're just frustrated, there you go. But I try not to use dirty words too much.
Right. Well, see now I don't do it on here, but if I'm just chatting with my husband and we're getting excited about something we're talking about, it comes out. I say it more than I like to.
Right.
Believe it or not. What's Roger says? Roger says, Stevie trained an AR to sing her tea time song. Oh my God, really? Oh, okay.
That's funny.
Well, I don't really sing in public. Only to a certain few people. But when Bill said, "Oh, I got you singing," I'm thinking, "Wait a minute! I didn't go to your house and record anything. Where did you get that from?" I said, "You watching me? Stalking me in my own house."
I thought he was right across the fence, like Mr. Wilson.
Yeah, no, he's about 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes, right? Depending on how fast I drive.
Yeah.
If I'm doing, over the speed limit, then it takes about 15 minutes.
Yeah. Well, so what's new, Susan? What have I missed?
God, nothing much is new with me.
Yeah.
She's got the sniffles.
Yeah, I'm down with the cold, but I'm getting better. Yeah.
Still here.
Allergy season here. But
you got to stop making out with those guys in the park. You know how generous Susan is. She likes to share the love.
I know. Yeah.
That just goes with the territory. And actually, I'm going to say it right here on the live. I want to thank both of you ladies very much for my surprises in the mail. They were fantastic.
Well, I'm glad you could use them, Laura.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just figured it was an early birthday present for me. So
goodness. No.
I love getting goodies in the mail. It could be a stamp or a postcard. I don't care. Anything's better than bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Sam.
Hi, for your birthday.
Hi, Sam. Good to see you.
I think my teacher needs a name, but I don't know what to call her.
Oh.
Miss something.
Miss Kitty.
Oh.
No.
Like paranormal related. I don't know. But I couldn't think of a name because I'm like, I'm not horror right now.
Okay, there you go, guys. We're looking for a name for Carla's teacher.
There we go. Guys could think of some.
Somebody come up with some names.
Cute.
So it's got to be kind of creepy. Oh.
Miss.
Mrs. Rogers.
What did he say?
Ori?
Oh, that's neat. Miss what?
Oh, Carla's got to put on the specs. That's one. Write that one down.
Miss Specs. Miss Spec.
And okay, come on, guys. We got to come up with a name. I don't know. Something.
I'm up for whatever. But yeah, I was
blonde. We have to think of something. Where's a creepy blonde in oh geez. I'm trying to think of I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just starting this new series, so my video, I hope to have it posted next Thursday. We'll see. But
Raven says she's bad with names, LOL. Yeah, and then she said, how about Miss Carla? She wants something creepy.
Yeah.
Something creepy. Miss Carrie, Rogers says.
Miss Carrie.
Oh,
she was a blonde, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That's cute. Yep. We're going to learn some paranormal stuff.
Miss Carrie Blood Bucket.
Blood Bucket.
Carrie Blood Bucket.
That's kind of cute.
Miss Blood Bucket.
Miss Blood Bucket. That's pretty gross, isn't it? Miss Blood Bucket. That sounds so bad.
Or Miss Blood Splatter.
Yeah. Oh,
Of course, you don't want anything like, misinfection or something. So-
Oh, God.
I rather
We'll
have
figure
blood
some
bucket than
out.
pus bucket. So I mean,
Yuck.
of course, I mean, there's like the Black Widow, Miss Black Widow, or
I was really close to renting out a school for my videos. Isn't that crazy?
oh,
There's one that you can rent for venues, but it was too much money. Like if it was affordable, I was like, maybe, because it's like all old school. It's got old desks in it. It's got a dunce corner. It's got a dunce hat. It's got the old black chalkboards.
maybe
I
they
was
would
like,
just let you go in there and
that
film
would be
without
fun. Yeah, I
renting it.
don't know. Like I contacted the owner and he's like, it was a ridiculous amount for a day. And I was like, I really
Oh,
just want to be, because I went when I was younger. My elementary school just walked down to it, and it's this
right.
little old schoolhouse. And we had a day there where we did lunch and did some of our assignments there from the elementary school. And we sat in the desk. They have like those ink quill pens and stuff that they use. Like all of it's old. I was like, oh, that'd be so fun to do my filming in there. But then I'm like, ouch,
Yeah, you got to see if you can find a place that's going to let you do it for nothing.
Yeah, that'd be fun, but we'll see. Right now, I have like a setup and I have a black chalkboard and all that jazz. But
Nice.
She's going
Yeah,
all
it'll be
out,
fun.
guys. Roger said, "How about Miss Pork Blood?"
So
Pork
bad.
blood.
That's
Pork
funny.
blood.
And then Chris Walker says, "Tomorrow I'll get 200 names. Right now I'm all blank." I know. Isn't that how it works?
That's okay, Chris Walker.
You know what happens to me
Walker.
is I'll be laying down to go to bed, and I start drifting off to sleep, and then bam, stuff will pop into my head, and oh yeah, and I'll say it out loud.
No kidding, right?
Sam,
happens to me
Mrs.
too.
Demonor.
Miss
That's
Demonology. Demonology.
Demonor.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Yeah,
pretty.
you gotta.
Miss Demonic. I don't know. I'm sure somebody will come up with something cool. They could leave it in the comments too.
Yeah, just comment all the creepy kind of school teacher names you can think of.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll help her out. That's cool. Hey, Sky.
Hi, Sky. How you doing?
Yeah, just having some fun with my channel now. And overall,
why not?
Yep. I'm like, here we go. We're just gonna spin off and do some fun series.
I was just showing Susan Leroy.
Oh,
doing the
nice.
Leroy thing.
Yeah.
So I got to start doing that too. That'll be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we all have our little projects we're going to be doing, huh?
I guess so.
Yeah, check us out.
Yeah. I did start filming my music video for my introduction, but now I have people that will do the band with me and like dress up for, like I need some zombies and stuff, but my problem is where to film it. Because I'm really shy when it comes to doing public stuff.
Right.
Like if I was famous and had a bunch of money, it wouldn't be a big deal, I'm sure. But I mean, there's my cemetery, but it's right next to a main road, so anybody can drive by. And I'm like, I don't want a bunch of people stopping and watching
right
film, like actors all dressed up like zombies and stuff, and my old cemetery.
People are like, what the hell's going on? They think, oh, there's a movie. Quick, pull over.
Yeah, I need to find. Well, they had Mark Wahlberg there. So it's like one of those things where like people they'll see and stop by. But yeah, when he filmed Father Stu, he came to Carroll College here, and then he went to my cemetery and found Father Stu's grave, which he's buried there. So it was a big thing. There's people there taking pictures and stuff, and Mark Wahlberg, and I'm like, I need to find a cemetery that's not used too much. Kind of out of the way where I can just do the filming and I just
do you need
shots.
like permission and stuff like that to do that, like on a public
No.
I
Okay.
don't think so. Yeah, I don't
Not
think so.
with
Not for
that one.
that.
No, as long as it's during the day and the hours, because there's some cemeteries that are like you're not allowed in there after dusk.
Right.
'Cause, like, yeah, but it's a public. People walk and ride their bikes and take their dogs, and
Okay.
I could do it. I just don't want a bunch of people stopped and watching. I'm just,
Yeah, I
Mhm.
I'm
feel
just
you.
weird like that. It's like,
Sky
what is
wants to
she
know.
doing?
Sky wants to know who the blonde bombshell is. Hey, hey, Steph,
Sky.
and Steph's got a good one. Here you go,
Oh,
Carla.
good.
Miss Greta Gatekeeper.
Ooh,
That's a good one.
Miss Gatekeeper.
Or Tanya Tombstone.
Miss
I like them both,
Tanya.
Steph. Those are great.
I
Hey,
know.
Macy's. Those are good.
Miss
Greta
Tanya
Gatekeeper's
Tombstone.
good. I like
I
the
like
Greta.
'em.
I like the
Cute
Greta one.
ideas. Yeah, cute
Mhm.
ideas.
Miss Greta gives you kind of like that European, flair.
Mm.
Right.
Uh-oh, Sky's got a new she's a new
Hi,
hair for your
Sky.
sockle ganger there.
Yay! Make me a teacher.
She's the teacher.
It's fun. Why is it? I think guys like blondes more. It's just a weird thing.
I
It's a
don't want to
weird
say
thing.
why, put it that way.
Hey, Face. Nice to see you.
Yeah, I just am a little dumbfounded by it. Like, I
There's
don't know.
there's
Blonde's never been me though. Never been. I mean,
they
and
think
I did
blondes are
in high
more
school,
fun.
but yeah, I
Uh,
don't. I think they're not gonna put down blondes, but
yeah,
it's
they
just
just
not.
they just think
Well,
they're more fun.
they're more fun, but they also say superstitious that they're ditzy,
Yeah,
That's
right?
what I was gonna say. A little
easy.
bit ditzy, but I naturally am ditzy.
My husband doesn't care for blondes.
Mm.
Actually, my husband has a thing for Asian women.
Oh,
Oh, he thinks they're
everybody's got their
he
taste,
thinks they're gorgeous, and they are beautiful women.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Raven
Some
just
people
dyed
got
her
their
hair
thing.
pitch black.
Ooh.
I was
Yeah,
thinking about that. My husband's like, no.
my hair used to be red.
Oh yeah.
I was just getting so tired of it, so I went back to my dark brown, and I do
Mhm.
like it a lot better. I'm a dark girl.
Yeah, me too.
She says, Sky says, I will. School can be built on a graveyard. Teach. So there you go. New idea for
Teach.
Sky.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm liking the Greta.
Ooh, Sasha Serpentine.
Nice.
Oh,
Cute.
That's a good one.
I'm liking the names. It's fun.
We'll have to see what she picks. Keep them coming. She's coming up with some good ones.
mm-hmm.
I'm just like totally blank.
Yeah. Well, this was a little off the wall. I don't think. Well, when I first posted pictures, people thought I actually dyed my hair.
I did too. I'm thinking,
And,
wait a minute, she didn't tell me.
It would probably kill my hair to go this light. Like
You have
it
to
would
bleach it, and then you have to, yeah.
Yeah, and it would kill it. So I was it's actually a really, really nice wig.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And there's
it
a
looks
lady,
really
I
good.
think she sells a bunch of wigs because she had cancer, but she wanted nice ones, and now that's what she does. And she's got a bunch of fun ones. I'm like, ooh, I like that one and that one. I'm like, oh, I could
Nice.
change
No,
my hair.
I did.
for
I
my
thought you
hair.
dyed your hair.
Yeah, no.
So let's see. Janice says Miss Crypt Digger.
Ooh, Miss Crypt.
And
Miss
then you've got
Crypt.
Raven says Miss Slasher. Roger says
That's fun
Miss
too.
Graves. Raven thought it was real too. She said, "Oh, so wait, it's a wig."
Yeah, it is. I didn't.
She got you too. Yeah, because when I seen that video, I'm like, wait a minute.
It would fry my
you
hair,
messaged me, didn't
Raven.
you?
It would kill it so bad. Like it would probably break and stuff. But yeah, it's a really, really nice wig.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
I
believe
like it.
Susan messaged me. She goes, wait a minute, did Carla dye her hair? I'm thinking, what do you mean? And I went and I looked. I'm like, whoa.
Didn't just
I
for
said,
videos. I don't know. Yeah.
It looks good. No, you look good as a blonde.
No, you're sweet. Thank you. It was a little shocking. We'll
Hey,
shock
Shadow
you.
Cat. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah,
Hi,
shock
Shadow
everybody.
Cat. Mm-hmm. Especially my kiddos. Like, Mom, what happened? It's
Oh, so you're
calm
trying to tell
down.
me we're not going to go to Salem as a blonde?
I could wear my wig around. People
There
wouldn't
you
know.
go. No, they wouldn't know. It does. It looks real.
They're fun.
Yeah.
Roger says that you could cosplay as Don't Scare Claire.
Oh, I know, right?
Mhm.
Probably. Oh, she's very naturally pretty.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. I have to work for it. Yeah, you
Face
get
the
old.
Angels. Hold on. That's you, Carla? Or Horror of Horrors? Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Who's asking?
Face the A's.
Oh yeah, face. It's me. It's horror.
It's her. Yeah, it is a Raven. Yeah, to get that color from dark hair, you got to strip all the color out of your hair.
You do. You have to bleach it. Yeah.
And that just tears your hair up. So it's,
Yeah, I don't want to do that. So no. Thought maybe growing it out so it's natural, then doing highlights again like I had it, but I like it dark. I always liked it
Yeah.
dark. So
yeah.
it's a conversation piece now.
And Face the Ace wants to know if he's dreaming.
Mhm.
You'll be
No.
dreaming later.
Yeah.
You like her as a blonde?
Oh, Sky she's so sweet. Yeah. Oh, Susan, I'm excited for this. It's coming. It's coming.
It
I
is,
still will
like,
look
this
and see
year's
if there's. I'll see if there
flying.
is parking, but there should be.
This should be.
Yeah, I think there's off the street parking, and then it's where it's located is like walking distance to everything, and that's kind of why I chose it. So
It's awesome.
it's supposed to be haunted. We'll find out.
Yay.
I don't know, but
So
I would
let
say
everybody know what you
never
guys are
know.
talking about.
Oh, our going to Salem, Massachusetts this Halloween.
Mhm.
The 26th through the 30th. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I'm
that is gonna be
excited. It was a
fun.
bucket list. It was like, I'm just going to do it.
Yep.
Just going to do it.
I'll be waving from my porch.
Oh, I'm going to try to film a lot of it, go live.
Yeah.
And I hope they go all out. You've gone, right, Susan? Have you gone down there
Yeah,
during Halloween?
it's packed and
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they do go all out.
Kind of like New Orleans, but this is all Halloween because I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't wait. I hope it's all decorated and pumpkins and caramel apples and go crazy. Go
Mhm.
crazy. It's
Pumpkins
Halloween's my favorite.
everywhere.
I'm excited. Yeah.
Let's see. Steph wanted to know, did you book the place out already?
Yep. It's already all done.
She's
all
ready to
done.
roll.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just gotta get on the flight and all that.
Yeah.
Which should be fine. But
And
Was
then
it-
I'll just drive down.
Yeah, Steph, aren't you in
Yeah.
that area as well? Or no? I always forget where Steph's from.
yeah, I'm just gonna take an Uber from the airport to the place.
That's the best bet. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't need a drive or anything, and then everywhere is just walking. So
Yep.
yeah, be good.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hopefully, there's good food. I'm excited to try that stuff.
Hey, Octo Man, how's it going? Well, it's like they were talking about food the other night on it was Ginny's, I think.
Oh,
And they were talking about poutine. I didn't even know what the hell that is.
yeah, that stuff's good.
All right, what
It's
the
really
hell is it?
salty though. Fries covered with gravy and cheese, like cheese curds.
Now, what kind of fry or gravy though? What is it like?
It's just a brown gravy.
Oh, see, that
Yeah.
doesn't sound good to me on fries.
It's just super salty. Like if they, yeah, but it's pretty good. It's a lot of salt.
So no, yeah, Steph she's in Massachusetts.
Yeah, where are you exactly, Steph?
She could hook up with you guys for some
Oh.
cocktails.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if she's in the south end.
Dude, if she
I'm in
wanted
the
to come
east
up
end
and
of
say hi,
Mass.
that'd be sweet.
I am in the east end of Mass.
We have to get some spooky cocktails while we're down there.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Miss Susan, yeah.
Yes, definitely. Cocktails is definitely in the agenda. Oh, and oh,
Octoman.
Octoman says Southern Worcester County.
Oh,
I didn't know that. Look at all these people that are close to me.
see,
That's
Wow.
cool. Woo!
Definitely
barbecue
reach out to
season.
me. Let's connect through Facebook so we could keep in touch. Maybe go out on investigations or something. Definitely.
Bye, Ace. Thanks for dropping in.
Hi, Ace. Good to see you.
No naughty dreams.
Yeah, see, I can't go black for some reason, even though I have the blue gray eyes and the fair complexion. If I go black, it makes me too dead. I don't I don't know, but I'm better. I like my hair better dark brown.
Nice. Ace says, horror, you look beautiful. Thumbs up.
Thanks.
And then Raven says, Ace has got a crush on Carla. La la la.
I have a crush on me too.
Ooh,
I
don't
like
we
blondes.
all? Octoman says he lives 5 minutes from Rhode Island.
Okay.
And I've got a place down here in the woods where I see some things.
Ooh, that's neato.
Nice.
We need to share these stories. We got to get
Yeah.
these stories out.
Yes, definitely.
I had a rough time this time, guys, with the magazine. Nobody's sharing.
Oh, sorry.
Send stuff
I tried
in.
to promote that. I tried to push that out there a few
Yep.
times, but it just takes time for people to do it, I think. And that's what maybe that's what the issue is
Yeah.
too.
I still have to get my story in now that I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's right, Missy. Get on the ball. No, you got time.
Yeah. I'll work on it definitely.
A Shadow Cat didn't recognize you, Carla.
Oh, I know, Shadow Cat. Hi.
See, I would still recognize Carla, even if she had like red hair.
My face, yeah. Now it's funny because like I have 2 sisters, and I'm the oldest, and I'm the one with the natural dark hair. And my middle sister is a natural redhead. She's like redhead. And then baby sis is the blonde. So we have all 3 colors. And we all look similar, but to tell us apart, we have different hair color.
Different hair. So one is the milkman, the UPS guy.
Yeah. Well, funny thing is my grandpa on my mom's side was a redhead. And he's Irish and Scottish, and he had natural red hair. And then it skips the first in the generation. Yeah. So like his second boy was a redhead. And my cousin, the second one born, was a redhead. And Megan, she is second born, and she's a redhead. So it's weird that it skipped the first, and like the second child has been a redhead.
Yeah, that's
so funny.
Yeah.
My great-great-great-grandfather is a true Spaniard. Blonde hair, fair complexion, and bright blue eyes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everybody in my family's got dark brown hair. Raven said, how about Miss Zombie Blondie?
Miss Zombie Blondie.
She says, I'm so bad with names. I'm sorry. It's good.
Zombie.
Zombie Blondie.
Zombie Blondie.
Actually, if you get contacts like the zombie eyes, that would be cool.
I have a pair of contacts that are whiteout ones where there's no pupil.
Yeah.
I use that for my one video with my spiders. And then I have one that's all bloodshot and they look infected, and I use that with my worms. So they're all bloodshot red with pus in the middle. They're pretty gross. They're like zombie eyes.
So those, I take it as non-prescription?
Right, the contacts.
Do you have issues with those? Because I tried a pair that was like a purplish tone, and it kept on irritating my eyes.
Oh, I can't see out of them is the problem.
Oh.
I mean, if they're prescription, I probably could, but they're just, the cosmetic ones. So the whiteout ones, when you put the whiteout in, you absolutely cannot see. Wow. So when I had the spiders on me, I could only feel them. I couldn't see what was going on. I was blind. So I was like, just dump them on me. And then the worm one, they were a full sclera, and they cover like the entire eye, and they were such a pain to get in my eye. They weren't like just a normal contact. They were like a complete cover your whole eye. I got one in and I was like, I don't know how to get the other one in because it was huge. You have to like really pull your eyelid apart.
Oh
to get
yeah, I
the
couldn't
thing
do
in.
that.
It was
Nothing in
bad.
my eye.
Oh man, they
Hey
were
Jamie, how's it
awful.
going? Thanks for popping in, Shadow Cat. Hope you
Hi,
find something
Shadow
good to
Cat.
eat.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Steph's got another one. She says we won't use Felicia Flesh Eater.
Miss Flesh Eater.
Ah, that's funny. I love it.
Bye, Felicia.
Dirty Gertie. Miss Dirty Gertie says Sky. These guys, this is funny, guys.
Thanks, Sky.
I could hear the kid raising their hand. Miss Flesh Eater. Miss Flesh Eater.
Right.
That's funny as hell. Oh my god.
Very cool. What about
says,
Bambi Brain Eater?
Yeah, Bambi Brain Eater.
Miss Brain Eater. Miss
Bambi.
Miss
Mind
Bambi.
you,
Brain
Bambi.
That is funny as hell.
Cute.
Raven says
Sure,
Steph is like a name generator. Yeah, she's coming up with some really good ones.
We'll pick a good one.
Oh God. No, I'm sorry. I'll laugh every time somebody says that.
When I was in high school and I had a job over the summer, they used to call me Foxy Roxy.
Okay.
I don't know what that was, just something that popped in my head.
Bambi Brain Eater. Oh my God. That's just.
I think of Bambi and I think of porn star.
Oh gosh, yeah. Miss Bambi.
That's too much. She's coming up with some good ones. That's going to be fun. That's what I was saying you should have did that. Put up a post there, Carla, and had just a poll to have people come up with the names.
Yeah.
Well, the ones that she really likes, she should do a poll on them.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. That's a good idea, Susan.
Yeah, and then whatever one is the winner is the winner.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. So it's okay, Jamie. You're not late. That's not the show we expected.
Yeah, we started out with Ryk from the Lizzie Borden House, but he was having reception issues.
Oh shoot.
So we're gonna reschedule him. So we ended up just doing a open mic.
There you go. Just roll with the punches. Roger says Miss /Razor.
/Razor.
That sounds harsh. So yeah, that's fun. Everybody come up with some really good ones.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll give Carla something to think about. She have to write them all. Yeah, do that. That's a great idea. Just to do the poll and
right.
See what happens.
That would be cool.
That'd be so fun. What's going on for you ladies for the rest of this weekend?
Just filming, and I'm on call, so I had to go into work earlier this morning, and I was going to get all dressed up and stuff, and I'm glad I didn't, because I would have had to take everything off and jet. It's been quiet now, and I hope it just stays quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that stinks. We got to be on call. Hey Ryan, how's it going? Thanks for joining us.
Summer's hard. It's hard.
My cousin had to put her dog down.
Well, they don't have anywhere to put them. Sometimes, if it's a large dog, what are they supposed to do? And it's hot out, so it's over the weekend. So it's sad. It was super sad this morning. I was like, well, at least I waited.
I didn't even ask if she had it cremated or not. Probably not. They probably took it and buried him somewhere.
Oh, yeah. I just hope it's quiet the rest of the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ryan says, damn, horror of horrors. I didn't even realize that was you. You look good. She's freaking everybody out with the.
I did freak people out. They messaged me like personally, and they're like, "What did you do? What did you do?" I'm like, "It's not. Calm down. It's okay. Shh. I didn't really die it. I promise. It just looks really real. It's fun."
You guys are coming out with some great ones. So yeah, she's gonna have a huge list.
Yeah. Make it
If
good.
Carla, Miss Carla Creep Show or Creeper. It's another good one. All right. Octoman said, saw a tree spirit or pugwudgie watching my friend and I from the side of the tree before it flew away in a form of a small orb of light. True story. Oh, wow.
Huh.
Where was this at? Which verse was this? That's interesting. I never see anything like that. I never
Well,
see
he's by
anything like
Susan. So, I've been hearing more
Oh,
stories
okay.
about that lately. People spotting, fairies and stuff like that when they're out in the woods.
Oh yeah. That's crazy.
Somebody was talking about that the other day, and I'm thinking, what the hell? Get out. Really?
I just have random things land on me sometimes. Like I had a dragonfly and then I had like a big guy and then a butterfly. I'm like, okay, just like right in my hand. I don't know. It was just weird.
And he
but-
said it was in his hometown. Is that pronounced
Oh.
Uxbridge, Massachusetts? Susan, is that how you
Okay.
say it?
Right on.
I said it
That's
right.
pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
I would love to check out where you live, Laura, though. I want to go
Yeah.
Bigfoot hunting. I've never done that.
Bigfoot hunting. Ooh.
Mhm. I don't really do that here in Montana. Like, I wouldn't even know
Well,
where to go.
I never even thought that there
Usually
was.
there's just big animals, and I'm like,
Yeah, I never thought there was anything like that around here either until I had that guy on, and
yeah,
then I started looking up the stories. And I'm thinking, oh shit, yeah. Apparently, there's multiple
Yours
sightings of
sounds
Bigfoot.
like it would. The Adirondacks. That's
Oh yeah, so it's
know.
and then my friend, when he had his daughter, remember, I told you guys that story where she was face to face with something, scared the living crap out of her.
Yeah.
And apparently that's what it must have been. Because if it's a bear, she goes, no, I know what an effing bear looks like. This was not a bear.
Yeah.
She was scared.
I know. I would be too. What do you think it would do? Like
it just stood there and looked at her.
That's crazy.
I do sense that there's like some woodland creatures that we're not aware of. It's, I remember specifically, and this was a long time ago. I was walking in the woods and all of a sudden, I was walking with somebody and then all of a sudden he turned to me and he was like, did you see that? And I said, saw what? And he said, basically it was like a drawn face with two glowing eyes. And it just like peeked out of the tree and then it just went back underneath the tree and it disappeared.
Yeah, they're just.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, she just, she freaked out, but it just stood there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, as she turned back to run, obviously it took off, but and it was staring at her and scared the living crap out of her.
Yeah.
Hi, Calamity. Good to see you.
He says, sorry, had to settle the little one down. Oh, I know. It's rough on the little ones.
Yeah.
When they're cranky.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I don't miss that at all. Don't miss any. I mean, I miss having babies around the house, but don't miss it when they're crabby and moody and.
Yeah.
Now it's not. I'm just waiting for the time to be grandma. So I can say, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. Now go home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time to go home. Get out.
Home. Yeah.
Of course, Naomi, I'll say, no, come on, you can stay at grandma's.
My son loves grandma's. He loves grandma's house.
Yeah, they are. Well, my son's not in a big hurry, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever going to see the grandma stage.
Oh, man.
Someday.
Eventually.
Even though his girlfriend kept saying, well, and he was
And then once you get out of the toddler stage and you go into the teenager stage.
I think Joseph would be a good father. But he's just, I mean, I think it would turn him sour towards it. It's because he's got a friend that has 3 kids, and the friend just really didn't discipline the kids. They had no boundaries, so they're kind of wild. And my son's like, no, I ain't putting up with that, because they're all in trouble all the time.
Yeah.
And he don't want to deal with, cops banging on the door. And I told him, I says, the trick is, Joe, your kids turn out the way you raise them. So if you teach them to be responsible adults, give them responsibilities and guidelines, and boundaries, you won't have those problems.
Right. Yep.
Octoman says Sasquatch exists. I'm sure of it, and many others unknown. There's so much that we don't even know what's in the woods. Our planet is covered in huge forests, and we don't even know what's in there. So you got to leave the door open. Whether you're going to call it Bigfoot or big gorilla or whatever. I mean, we don't know what it is. But there's too many people have seen stuff. So there's something there.
Right.
Oh, he's teething. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, baby.
Poor baby's teething.
Those no funds. No funds.
Those teething rings were a blessing. You put them in the freezer.
Yep, they were. Actually, I used them too.
They do the trick. But I love it when they're so little. They're so fun.
Yeah. Mr. Little Gummy Mouth.
Yeah.
My son was so cute.
That was funny. My son was little. Of course, he didn't have that much hair because I had to shave some of his hair off when he was an infant. Because we had issues with the birth, so they had to he couldn't keep the IV in his foot because he kept kicking it out. So they stuck it in his head.
Oh, goodness.
And my husband had a fit. And I go, well, they've got to do what they got to do. He's got to have the IV. And
yeah.
So my husband used to call my little baldy guy.
Yeah.
Aww. Oh my God.
Right. I love
Jamie says, I love kids, but I could never eat a whole one. They're very filling. I don't know if any of you guys ever did this with your kids. Well, my son was little. I mean, his feet were so little. We used to put his whole foot in our mouths. So now that he's grown, my son has a size 13 foot. So I always joke around. My husband say, go ahead, put that in your mouth.
Right. Yuck.
Stick that bad boy in there. Let's see. I'm having to have him through the night. He's shouting for me constantly. He is a mommy's boy, but wants me when he's not himself. Oh,
yeah. He's daddy.
Yeah, they find comfort in that one specific mom or dad. And Ryan says, Bigfoot is more likely real with some of the evidence out there now. Believe Bigfoot bury all of their dead.
No.
And probably the poo too. They're smart to stay away from us. Yeah, they are. They're very smart to stay away from us.
Right. They're probably normal.
No, maybe he's right. Maybe they do bury their dead. Who knows? We don't know what they do. But I do believe there's something out there. And apparently, the Adirondacks is a big spot for it, I guess. You know what? I've been through a lot of the wooded area, and I've never come across anything like that. But I don't know. I'd probably shit myself too if I came up on like a 10-foot gorilla.
Oh, kidding. Yeah.
I'm always worried about the mountain lion. That's the problem. But they usually stay away from everybody because they're higher up.
Oh,
that's what they always tell you. They always have warnings like on the trails because there's all kinds of hiking trails and all of that. They tell you stay on the trails. Because you are being watched.
You here.
Yeah.
Yep. They're bad.
So it's scary. God, I had a friend of mine. Where the hell did she live? It might have been Montana. I'm not sure. Maybe. And where they lived, it was like a cliff, like by their house, and they had to watch it because the mountain lion were by that cliffed area. And so when she let her dogs and the grandkids outside, she had to watch them.
Yeah,
because for fear of the mountain lion.
They'll go after small dogs and kiddos. They'll attack humans.
Yeah, scary.
They're crazy.
So, let's see. Calamity said Bigfoot is definitely more realistic than Dogman. The amount of investigations I have seen on YouTube about the bloody werewolf is ridiculous. I know that's big lately, the dog man thing. I don't know. What do you think, Ryan? Ryan's into all of that stuff. I keep hearing, actually, it's been over a month. That's all I keep hearing is about dog man.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's like the big craze now and everybody's going to run with it. Ryan says Sasquatch Sunset Funny Craze Bigfoot movie follows a family of Bigfoot. Okay. Oh God. I don't know. There's just so much out there that I think people just make fun of it. If people do find certain evidence or traces, it's because they attach Bigfoot to it, and Bigfoot's a joke.
Mm-hmm.
But what the hell else? I don't know what the hell else they'd call it. It's actually kind of funny. How did they even come up? Who gave it that name? Just because of the footprints, or
the Bigfoot? I don't know exactly where the name came from. Maybe Ryan knows.
Ryan says Dogman is a part of natives' legends. They are alongside skinwalker type cryptids, Goatman too. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's real popular now. It's Dogman this, Dogman that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't looked it up yet. So maybe for the next, because I always do a mystical creature page in the magazine. So maybe Dogman will make it for August.
That'd be cool.
I think I did mermaid this time.
Yeah. I wonder if Andrew knows much about it. He likes Wolfman a lot. You might want to hit him up.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
He might have some good information on it.
Guys can see a blade of grass, but can't spot an. Yeah, satellites can see a blade of grass, but can't spot an ape in suburbia forest, tundra local. Yeah, I know. That's a good point, Sky. They could pick somebody off from space with a satellite, but they can't discover where a tribe of Bigfoot are living.
Right. Even using infrared or something, you know.
Right.
Like see a group of hot beans down in one area. I'm sure they've got technology for that.
Yeah, they just don't want nobody to know nothing, as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan says one of the legends is if you drink from the wolf print in the woods, you can turn yourself into a wolf man. Old magic legend. I don't think I'd want to be one. You know, because you're thinking all the side effects, you know, like, you know, fleas,
Yeah.
shitting in the woods. It's not a big turn on. Sorry. That's why everybody says, you know, what would you rather be? Oh, you know, a wolf man or a vampire? I go vampire.
Yeah.
I think I want to be covered with hair and, you know, run around the woods naked. They'd be extremely scary for everybody involved. You can hear the screams for miles. Oh my God.
See, I would want to be a werewolf.
Really? I see. Now Susan
would.
doesn't mind shitting in the woods then.
I don't mind because I like
Go ahead.
I wouldn't mind like just like getting involved in nature and stuff. Yeah. I wouldn't mind shitting in the woods. I wouldn't mind having hair. You know, I wouldn't mind.
And you, Miss Carla, vampire, correct?
I'd probably go vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I ain't too thrilled about sleeping in a coffin either. So I don't know.
I have thought about buying a coffin, a casket.
Just to have.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Okay,
I already
Carla's
have one
spooky.
picked out. I have one picked out. Yeah.
Are you going old school or is it going to be modern?
It's gonna be well, I mean, it looks old school, but it's black and the inside's white. It's black on
Ah,
the outside, white on the it looks really nice. I'm like, you might have to save for it,
Wi-Fi
but they're big, but I don't know where I'm gonna put it. In the living room.
in the
Kids will be
corner.
a
Oh, could
little
you see
weirded
that?
out.
Oh, they'll all be freaking out.
In my
Mhm.
room. I don't have room in my room, but
You can see it
Oh,
now.
you know what would be
Mom went
cool?
over the
If
edge.
yeah.
in the beginning, like teacher, come out of the coffin.
Yep. Tell me about it. Or yeah, thanks, Susan. That's cute. I actually thought of like probably using it for my music video because what I want to do is have you go into a crypt, which I have some of that filmed, and then me coming out of my coffin dressed as my horror, with my cape and everything, going over to my guitar, which will be in a coffin case, and pulling her
Mhm.
out, and then start playing in the crypt, and then all the zombies coming out from behind tombstones and stuff, and then coming to my crypt to listen to my concert. And then I've got some zombies
Ah.
playing guitar and drums. That's the idea for my music video. But it's all, oh man, it's just all putting it together. But yeah, to come out of the coffin and then to get my guitar and then start playing, and then it like kind of puts a spell on the zombies and they're coming out of their grave to come rock with horror.
Ah,
That
she's
was
got
my
a
concept.
vision.
Yeah,
Mhm.
my music video vision. So yeah, you kind of picked up on that, Susan. That was cute. My coffin, but
I actually saw one online the other day.
Mhm.
yeah, you
It's
can
I
buy
think it
them
was
off Amazon.
surprised
Walmart
I didn't.
carries them.
Yeah, well, this one was. I'm surprised I didn't share with you because I share all that weird shit with you.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
I don't know if they were using it was a coffee table or what. It was for like the living room,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
and then
They have
it opened up and
bookshelves
it was white
too.
inside and black on the outside.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. It's all process. I love my
Jamie
book,
says he
my
has.
bookcase.
Jamie Watson says I have a coffin guitar case. It really
Ooh,
makes people think. Cool.
yay. Yep. I need one for my girl.
You'll have to share pictures of that, Jamie, so everybody can see.
Mhm.
Let's see. Sky says, like Laura was saying, it can't be totally ruled out. That's closing the mind to possibilities.
Mhm.
Yeah, because you don't know.
Mhm.
We don't. And like Ryan says, there's only what did he have the percentage up on there? About he says, only 14% of the animals have been scientific documented. We don't know most of the life on this planet. You're right, we don't. The ocean, now that
Right.
they're getting
Especially
deeper
in the
down into the
ocean.
waters. Have you
Oh, yeah.
seen some of the pictures of those fish?
Craziness. That's
Makes me want to
scary.
stay out of the water.
Yeah. Gosh, I was watching one on PBS the other day about two ships that I can't remember where they were British, and they were sailing the Arctic and got iced in, and then the whole crew on both ships died, and then the ship sunk. And so they were taking like expeditions out to find where these shipwrecks were, and they found like 30 of the people that survived went on land because they went south to Canada. They were trying to go south to Canada and froze to death, and they started eating each other to try to survive. So
Oh,
there was cannibalism involved, and it's true
right.
stuff. I mean, they found and then they eventually did find the shipwrecks. So that was interesting to watch, but I'm like, it's crazy stuff.
Scary what real life, hits you with.
Yeah, but the
Mhm.
waters are so deep and dark, and
And you
it's
don't know
crazy.
what's there.
A lot of ocean out there.
Yes,
Forests
definitely.
too.
So, excuse me.
A lot of stuff we don't know.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Let's see. Ryan said Australia researching animal remains found a giant spider, 2 foot or more. They believed they are related to trapdoor spiders, but
Oh,
way
great.
bigger. Australia's got some really terrible creatures.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why anybody wants to live there.
Yeah, you got the blue ring octopus and the man of war and the huntsman spider that you, yeah.
Oh yeah, like the day that Seg did his live and the spider showed up in the room. I would have left. I
Yep.
wouldn't have came back. No friggin' way. I mean, I gotta give him. He's got balls. He caught it and threw it outside.
I would have killed it.
That's what I told him. I said, if it was my house, my husband would have shot it, and then we would have patched the hole later. That is no
Yeah.
joke.
Funny.
I mean,
You know what? I have to say, jumping spiders are awfully cute.
yeah.
yeah, when they're
Well, you
little.
know, I like them to a point, but if they're bad ones and they're in the house, they're dead. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you're fair
That was
game.
my rule
I'm
too.
saying,
If you
like, 'cause I
cross the
got
threshold,
kids. Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
kiddos. I don't want them to get bit, so I'm like, you're dead,
Right.
spider.
Yeah.
But they can stay outside and mind their own business, you know.
Right. well, see, that's their space outside.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
minute they
but
come
if I
inside,
just don't
they're
want my kids
history.
hurt.
I
I
swell
don't
up
want
if
to
I
get
get bit.
bit. I've been bit. I had
Yeah.
it erode my skin. Whatever
Oh,
bit me. I'm not
God.
quite sure which spider, but it didn't make me like sick, but it started eating away where I was bit. So I had to go in and get antibiotics and stuff for it. I'm not sure what and it makes like a little ring of venom pus in a little white ring. So that's how you know that you've been bit by a spider.
Right.
And then it'll start eroding the skin in that area.
Oh,
Wasn't
God.
huge, but I had to go get treatment for it. I don't know what I got bit by. Something that wasn't nice.
Oh, exactly. Now I was bit one time. This is right after how my husband and I got married, and that's how I discovered I was allergic because it was on my thigh, and I was getting ready for work, and I'm like, "What the hell is this huge lump?" It was like this, almost the size of a dinner plate. I'm thinking, "Oh my God!"
Yeah.
Thank God it went away, but yeah, that's what it was. It was a spider bite. So yeah, you come in my house, that's it. Your history.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I won't go out purposely outside and kill them.
Mhm.
It's, I don't do that.
Yeah.
My husband would, because my husband hates them more than I do. Oh my God. We have this stuff here. You guys probably got it out there. You get it at Home Depot. It's called Home Defense.
Yeah.
It's a bug spray. And I'm telling you, it works because if you spray, because our porch, we get a lot of spiders on our porch. We spray our porch with it. It lasts the whole summer.
Oh, good.
You only have to do it once. So yeah, he always has that on hand. And if we go to our friend's camp up at Alex Bay, her wood deck is always loaded with wood spiders, and they always come out at night. So he sprayed her whole deck. He says, "I'm not sitting out here with all these spiders." He sprayed that like a year and a half ago. They still haven't been back.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Brian says, a brown recluse bit my dad. He had a hole in his arm the size of a golf ball.
Oh my
in
gosh.
a few days.
Ew.
Yeah. My aunt got bit. She got bit in the forehead. She lives in Arizona.
Oh, no.
And it fell out of the closet, landed on her forehead, and it bit her. And yeah, she had
God.
about a $50 size hole in her forehead for months. Yep.
What a mean spider.
It took months to
Comes
heal.
down a bunch of.
And I said, yeah, I want to move there. No friggin' way.
That's awful.
They can keep all that shit. I don't care. I mean, we have like wolf spiders and shit here, but it's they know to stay outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then I didn't realize when we lived in Missouri, they've got one of the world's most deadliest spiders out in Missouri. And it's a big spider, long legs, multicolored. Red, yellow, black, some orange. I don't remember the name of it. But when the corn crib that was out on the farm, it had one of these spiders. And I was sitting there admiring it. I go, oh, God, that's awful pretty. I said, it's probably poisonous, but there was really beautiful spider. And yeah, we looked it up. Yeah. One of the deadliest spiders there. I was thinking, oh, great. Last time I went out to the corn crib, Let's see, Spookfest Day, freaking choose you. Oh, chase you. I destroy the ozone layer with raid. They was Sky. Yeah, sometimes you gotta
Yeah.
use stuff.
Mhm.
So yeah, I just don't want nothing to do with any of them. And I don't want them on me because then I'll have nightmares forever.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
hated that movie, that arachnophobia movie. Ew.
Oh, I
I had
never
to
even
sleep in a
watched that.
sleeping bag. Oh, don't, Laura. I mean, it's not bad now. I mean, I watched it again now that I'm older, but when I was younger, it scared me so bad. I slept covered up in my sleeping bag with no way for spiders get in because I was like, I am not getting it's so scary. It's just got some jump scares in it that are like
Oh, I'm
nasty.
sure.
You know, with the spiders, and it's like, yeah. No.
Did you speaking of movie classics, maybe Ryan knows this. I forgot the year, but there was a black and white spider, invasion of a spider. And oh my god, the creepy music and the huge spider coming, and it was now that was creepy.
It was a black and white movie.
It was a black and white.
Huh.
I forgot the name of the movie, but it was black and white.
Okay.
And yeah, they had the spider in a laboratory and they were doing an experiment on them. And then this spider got huge,
Oh,
was
no.
killing like cows and stuff like
Ugh,
that.
God,
And
no,
yeah,
thank you.
yeah. It was, but the music, like the classic black and white horror movies, it was the music that really gave it a good scare,
Right.
you know?
Roger says it sounds like Tarantula.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a creepy movie, you know?
No, I won't watch anything that's got to do with spiders. No way.
This was the spider. Oh my God.
I'll have
That's
to look it up.
crazy.
Yeah, because I'll be
Yeah.
creeped out for like days.
Yeah, it was a good movie, but again, because it was black and
Oh.
white and it had the music to it, it really did it.
Yeah.
Ryan said the Earth versus Spider is a 1958 one. Very funny. Yeah, no, I just no any spider movie, forget it. I am not watching it.
Sky hates it. Blocking her ears.
La la la. I know, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
That's why I give Carla credit when she did that thing there with the spiders on her face.
Oh,
No,
I didn't even see it.
You know, I enjoy doing my YouTube channel. I enjoy entertaining everybody, and about interesting subjects. I will not let no spider crawl on my face. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm going to be redoing it. Last year, I didn't have enough spiders.
So we'll all be creeped out. We're looking forward to that.
I didn't use any that would hurt me, not
No,
poisonous ones.
I don't care.
So, I know.
Don't
Just
want any of
saying.
'em.
I'm not
Oh
going
my
to
God,
use poisonous spiders. That just be
Just see what
stupid.
Sky said. Sky said that she was bit by a whitetail, aka brown recluse, on my boob.
Oh, no.
I had a
Oh,
third
no.
boob for a while with a black hole in it. Lucky my immune system
Oh.
beat the venom off. My boobage went back to normal. One. Yeah, I guess
Oh,
so.
jeez. I'm sorry, Sky. That's awful.
I know a lot of people that have pet tarantulas.
Yeah,
I
do
think
too.
the one cool thing is when they shed. I have
Oh,
to
that is
say that's
cool.
the coolest thing because they just shed a whole new skin, like a
Yeah,
whole
that
new
is
body.
cool.
It's awesome.
I had a friend who had one once, and I went to his house. He goes, "Oh, I got out. We don't know where it is." I go, "Bye."
Oh, no.
I didn't go back till they found it. They found it like 3 months later.
I never really understood why people would have them. I mean, I guess they're cool, but they're not really a pet. Like, you can't really,
No.
like scorpions. What are you going to do with a scorpion or a baby alligator?
Yeah.
Like, they used to sell alligators in the pet store.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to
Yeah.
do when it's bigger? What are you going to do? And the scorpion, that's just like, I'm going to hold it,
Yeah.
make sure it doesn't sting me. But yeah,
Thanks,
there's one person on YouTube that I've watched that collects tarantulas, and he collects like mean ones and like different exotic ones. And I'm like, dude, why? Like a whole room full of different tarantulas.
Ugh.
I guess they're neat, and he's got whole terrarium set up, and like
Yeah, everybody's got their
some of them are
thing.
not so bad, but some of them are like they get like if he goes to feed them, they like flare up and get all pissed, and I'm like, no thanks.
Yeah,
Like
no.
why are you
I
collecting?
know a pet to
tarantulas?
me is something that returns the love that you give it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
that's
a little confused.
So,
I'm
but
gonna collect
everybody's
a
got
bunch
their
of deadly
thing.
spiders.
I do.
Or if
I mean,
someone-
I do love reptiles. Like, I
Yeah.
love frogs. Frogs are awfully cute. I do like geckos.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I just wouldn't want one for a pet.
I had some geckos and I've had snakes. I
Mhm.
like snakes.
Yeah.
Not the deadly ones, but I had some green snakes. They were just fun. They were cute. Turtles.
Mhm.
Turtles. I had a hedgehog. She was really cute.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, her name was Sally. She was Sonic's girlfriend.
Oh, cute.
Sally, my hedgehog. She was fun.
My sister had a chinchilla.
Oh,
Aw.
they're pretty cute too.
He was cute. And he was fun. He would play and everything.
Aw.
Yeah, when he passed, we buried him in the yard, and I have a black rose bush planted on top of him.
Sweet. So sweet.
Chester the chinchilla.
Chester. That's such a cute name.
He would jibber jabber at me. I said, "Keep it up, and I'll make you into a pair of earmuffs."
Yeah. I haven't had a chinchilla in the crematory yet. I've had lots of different stuff.
They're adorable.
Yeah, guinea
But
pigs.
at least you could have
bearded
fun because he would
dragons.
play and stuff. But I mean, I get it. A lot of people love reptiles. They are
Mhm.
interesting, but the house one, I mean, that what kind of life is that? They don't get out and can do anything. I mean, I wouldn't want a snake, slithering around my house.
Mm.
Octoman says, I've got geckos and a python, etc. I say, I know somebody that had a python, and the sad story is the thing got really big. His roommate come home and found the python over the guy's head.
Oh.
And they had to exterminate the python to get it off the guy.
Oh no. Yeah.
Yes. So
yeah.
No. The snake didn't think it's my master, it's my friend. He was thinking that's my dinner.
Yikes.
So
Yikes.
yeah, no snakes. Yeah, I know ticks are horrible. Ticks are bad here.
Mm-hmm. They're bad here
my
too.
husband and I were just talking about that the other day. I said, remember when you were a kid, you could go jump in the leaves and play out in the trees and the bushes, and I've never seen a tick ever. Now, Christ sakes, you walk past the bush and you got a ton of ticks on you.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
We'd have them when we'd go camping sometimes, but it just depended on where and if we were in the brush,
Yeah, no, when I was a kid, I never saw a tick. You had better chance of getting a flea on you than a tick. It was really weird.
Yeah.
Never had to, put anything on my dogs growing up or nothing. They never had ticks. I don't know. Weird.
Crazy.
And now we're like overrun with them.
I feel like my cold's getting worse.
Uh-oh. Time to be medicated.
I hope you feel better. It's so fun.
Thank you.
I
don't even hear myself talking. Like I feel
she's
like
all stuffed up.
I feel like what that Charlie Brown, the teacher.
Wah,
blah,
wah,
blah, 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 blah.
We can hear you, but yeah, you don't sound like that. Wah, wah. I'm
just
sorry.
A little
it's such an off season to be sick, sweetie.
I know. It is.
Maybe the weather's just been too bipolar.
Your son bring it home?
I don't know who brought it home.
I always blame the kids. They're germ factories when they're in school.
Yeah, they are.
Just tell them, keep your little raggedy kids at home when they're sick. Stop sharing the love.
Definitely.
Well, do you want us to let you go, Susan, so you could rest?
Yeah. Do you want to wrap things up?
We could wrap things up so Susan can go take some vitamin C.
Yeah. Well, we
Carla
feel
can
better.
finish her teaching documentary.
Thanks for the break. Yep. Give me some
Me,
names.
I go find some dinner.
Yeah, that
Yes,
sounds
yes,
good, Laura.
definitely.
Thanks
Thanks,
for
Susan.
me.
Are you ladies going to be on tomorrow?
We didn't make any plans.
We could if you want, Laura. I don't have my baby.
Oh, all right. Well, then, yeah,
So
most
we could
likely.
chit chat. Yeah. We'll find something good to talk
I
about.
didn't make a thumbnail. We'll figure out something.
And then
Yeah.
next week is Laura's birthday.
I know.
Oh, old lady, old lady.
Oh,
I'm gonna think of some games or something.
And let's
something
figure out.
out.
Yeah, well, we're gonna do the birthday bash on the 17th,
yep.
so that everybody can guess how
Yeah.
old I am.
I think you put it already out there, didn't you?
I don't know. I don't know if everybody remembers, but we'll see.
Birthday
Ah,
bash.
it's gonna be fun.
Kripwaka says names will be incoming. Yeah, keep coming with the names.
Yes.
So Carla can put up a poll and then everybody can vote. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Thank you for joining, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank you,
for
Susan.
rescuing
Thanks,
us
Laura.
from a
Yes.
unfortunate happenings. Hopefully we'll get Rick on really soon. And
Yeah, we will. We
talk
will.
about
I'll
the Lizzie
probably
Borden.
schedule him. I'll schedule him maybe like mid-August or something, but I'll get him in there. Even if we have to double book Laura. We'll get
Yeah,
him
that'll
in.
be great. So this way we can talk
Right.
about the Lizzie Borden house and what everybody thinks.
Well,
Oh,
thank
boy.
you everybody for joining.
Thank you. Everybody have a great night.
Okay,
And
bye.
all you dads out there, have a great Father's Day.
Yes, have a great
Yeah.
Father's Day, everyone.